Hey everyone, welcome to our first new bike launch of 2019. This is Yamaha's new and improved, it's not entirely brand new, it's the new and improved Yamaha YZF or YZF, depending on where you live in the world, R3. 321cc parallel twin. It's basically the same motor as it was before. In fact, it is the same motor as it was before. It's also the same chassis, so that stuff hasn't really been changed. That stuff's been around now since 2015 when the bike was originally released here in the US. What has changed though is the obvious stuff, the styling. The styling looks completely new, and that's only one of the things that they've changed. So it now looks much more like the bigger brothers in the YZF-R3 and R1 and R1M, for example, which also have their lineage taken from one Monsieur Rossi's MotoGP M1, YZ4 M1 MotoGP weapon. So they've tried to, the styling department here has tried really hard to create that family line, that linkage between all the bikes, which, as we all know, builds brand awareness and gets people pumped for their next bike, which, you know, they hop on one of these things, they might want to hop straight onto a 600 or a 1000 or anything like that. Yeah, so LED headlights front and rear. They've also changed the front cowling, they've changed the screen. The mirrors now are much more indebted, the mirrors now are much more sort of placed into the fairing. Before they were kind of cut out of the side of the fairing. It kind of looked a little strange, but I mean, I didn't dislike the look of it, but it certainly had its own look, that's for sure. Now it's much more kind of holistic design. I think it's a bit more of a traditional sort of sports bike design. Even though the bodywork itself has changed fairly dramatically, the seat height is the same at 30.7 inches, so that will suit a huge array of riders. You know, you can be short or tall or whatever, and you'll be quite comfortable with this thing. As far as mechanically goes, biggest difference, that front fork. So that's now an inverted fork. It's also 20% stiffer in spring rate compared to what it was in 2018, for example, which 2015, 2018, same bike. The rear is 11% stiffer as well. Now that makes an enormous difference, particularly if you're a little bit on the girthier side in the guts department like me. Yeah, it makes a much bigger difference to how the thing handles and how it rides over bumps. I find a lot of these bikes, which is fair enough really, because I'm a little bit bigger than I suppose the intended market for something like this from the juniors. They're a little bit too soft for me, but just that change alone made a big difference. Still too soft for me. I'd probably put a cartridge kit and just beef everything up and just keep the chassis a little bit more taut, because this is a sports bike after all. They're designed to get out there and rip, and I mean, they teach you how to do it too. So I would probably want things a little bit more stiffer, but that's just me. Yeah, aside from that, we've also got a brand new dash as well. The dash has been kind of, I guess it's linked to the R6 and the R1 dash. It's not as trick as those ones, but it has the same shape. Before you had the kind of analog tacho and the digital readout next to it. Now it's a little bit more changed. It's now just one solid digital readout, and it reads quite well. You get all the information that you had before. It's fine. Quite easy to adjust as well. It's all good. Yeah, this thing's $4,900. This is the one, and in the US at least, $4,999 for this one, for the blue one, and $5,299 for the black one and the white one, which come with ABS. Now those bikes do not come, the ABS one do not come in the blue, which is a bit of a bummer, because, you know, spending the extra money, it'd be nice if you could have any color scheme that you want. However, look, the changes that they've made for this thing, you know, they're subtle changes, especially when you ride the bike. You won't notice anything with the engine. It's the same engine, and it's the same chassis as well. Like, they haven't touched the chassis, it's still the same steel chassis. But yeah, suspension performance is greatly improved for 2019. It would be great if I could have tested this on the track. I had a good test on an R3 last year, which was great, but it would have been nice to compare it at the track, but that's all good. They also have a fairly wide range of accessories for this bike too. You know, much taller screen. That's called an endurance race screen, which I had a go on earlier on today. Loved it. Much better and much easier to tuck into as well. And you also get things like a Yoshimura pipe and things like that, and little bodywork accents and all that kind of stuff. So you can really sort of customize this thing and make it your own little sports bike gem. But look, this is one of the big money makers for Yamaha. This is actually Yamaha's top selling motorcycle, full stop. Whether it's dirt, road, whatever you want, this is the #1 for Yamaha since, in the US at least. Since 2015, they've sold nearly 20,000 of these things. So it proves that they got the formula quite right. Now, before they announced this one, I assumed that, like a lot of people, that they were going to come out, the Yamaha was going to come out and bring out a 400 and call it the R4, basically to go head to head with Kawasaki. They didn't do that. They stuck with the R3, and I asked them why, and basically their response was, this is the perfect match of horsepower and easeability in handling. And look, they're probably right, really. Like, yeah, this is really well suited to new riders, this bike. Really comfortable, goes really well, the engine's really good. It's a great little bike. I mean, $5 grand for that thing, not bad value. So you'll certainly learn how to ride a sports bike on this thing, but Yamaha's done a pretty good job with this one. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Please give us a like and hit that subscribe button. And if you've got any comments, questions or concerns, leave them in the comment section below. It's always me that replies to these comments whenever I'm doing videos for you guys, so I'll try and get whatever information that you want as soon as possible. Thanks again, guys. See you soon. Cheers.